Changing Madrid. Reverse migration. A huge wave of Latin American migrants has flocked to Madrid, the capital of Spain, since the mid-1990s. Miguela is one of them. Coming from Paraguay, a South American country that was once part of the Spanish Empire, she found a job in Madrid as a nanny and housekeeper. Although she worked long hours from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., she felt fortunate. "The money I make here in 1 month would take me a year to earn in my country," said Miguela. In years past, the flow of migration was in the opposite direction from the path that Miguela followed. Millions of Spaniards used to leave Madrid to seek their fortunes in Latin America, but now, in a kind of reverse migration, their descendants have returned to Madrid. By 2010, immigrants accounted for about 18% of the 6 million residents in metropolitan Madrid. That's up from just 2% 10 years before. Like Miguela, many immigrants were drawn to the plentiful job opportunities. Looking for a better life. Economic hardship and political conflict are the push factors that have led most migrants to leave their countries and move to Spain. Over a third of Spain's immigrants come from Latin America. The largest numbers are from Ecuador and Colombia. About 45% come from Europe, especially from Romania and other countries in the European Union, an economic and political partnership of European countries. With some exceptions, citizens of member countries are free to migrate within the Union. EU migrants include unskilled laborers from Eastern Europe as well as business people from Northern and Western Europe who work for international companies. Another 17% of Spain's immigrants come from Africa. An estimated 25 to 35% of Spain's immigrants are illegal immigrants, which means they do not have official permission to settle in the country. Most first entered Spain legally as tourists or temporary workers and then stayed beyond the time permitted. Since 2000, the Spanish government has granted amnesty to more than 1 million illegal immigrants. Amnesty is an official pardon which allows illegal immigrants to remain in the country legally if they are employed. Welcome guests. Until the global economic downturn of 2008, Madrid had a booming economy and welcomed immigrants to fill the new many job openings. Like many other developed countries, Spain has an aging population due to a low birth rate and high life expectancy. Not only did migrant workers perform necessary jobs, they also pay taxes that help support government payments to older, retired citizens. A welcoming attitude and jobs with relatively high pay were a major part of Madrid's attraction for migrants from Latin America in the 2000s. In addition, many people from Latin America share the Spanish language and have cultural ties with Spain. To fill temporary or seasonal job openings while also controlling illegal immigration, Spain developed a new type of guest worker program in the 2000s. In a guest worker program, migrants are given temporary work permits with the expectation that they will return to their home countries. Spain's program was designed to promote circular migration, the legal movement of people back and forth between countries. Rising to the challenge. While Spain's economy was booming, the migrants who flocked to Madrid typically were able to find work and improve their lives. Although most worked in low-paying jobs, they could save money by working long hours or 2 jobs. One immigrant from Romania who saved enough money in 4 years to start a bakery said, "At first, my idea was to stay here for a year, earn money and go back, but now I know I won't leave. I work hard, but my life is like a fairy tale." Gaining Spanish citizenship is another story. However, compared to the United States and Canada, Spain has steep requirements for citizenship. Most immigrants must live in Spain for at least 10 years before applying for citizenship. However, the country's citizenship policy favors Latin Americans who can apply after just 2 years. Applicants must demonstrate their integration into Spanish society, partly by showing they know the Spanish language. They also must prove legal residence and good civic conduct. A positive impact. Immigrants played a major role in Madrid's thriving economy in the early 2000s. They provided the muscle for a building boom, cared for children and the elderly, took minimum wage jobs in restaurants and hotels, and opened new businesses. Foreign workers also included such skilled professionals as doctors, dentists, and architects. Immigrants have greatly affected Madrid's cultural scene as well. The city's multi-ethnic neighborhoods feature Ecuadorian bakeries, Dominican hair salons, and Moroccan furniture stores. Residents also can buy Latin American newspapers. A shift in policy. The global economic downturn of 2008 changed Madrid's welcoming attitude toward immigrants. Many immigrants lost their jobs and newcomers had difficulty finding jobs. While Spain's overall unemployment rate jumped to 20%, it skyrocketed to 30% for immigrants. In 2008, Spain began the voluntary return plan, in which legal immigrants who lost their jobs could receive their entire unemployment benefit in two lump sums. They would get one payment when they left Spain and when they arrived in their home country. The plan required departing immigrants to give up their residency permits and agree not to return to Spain for 3 years. The changing attitude toward immigration in Spain reflects the situation across Europe and also in the United States. During economic hard times, many people focus on the competition for jobs, as well as the cost of providing unemployment benefits and other social services. However, as economic conditions improve and jobs become available, Spain is likely to welcome immigrants once again.